ActionSA is today launching a petition to dissolve the Emfuleni Municipality Council. The party is in Gauteng this morning for the launch of the petition. Newzroom Afrika's Linda Mnisi is standing by to tell us why this petition, Linda, and if any of the residents have taken interest and have put their names next to the petition.
Well, they've just started with doing their door-to-door to engaging the residents about how they feel exactly about service delivery, because really at the heart of this is service delivery issues, and ActionSA believes that through this petition they can dissolve the council at the Emfuleni Municipality. I'm joined now by the Gauteng Chairperson of ActionSA, Funzi Ngobeni. Thank you so much for your time. I want us to talk about this strategy. One might say, oh, it's strategic because, I mean, we're heading to the elections. So one way to tell exactly how the electorate is feeling is by really engaging them, particularly with a petition.
No, absolutely. I think at the top of our agenda as ActionSA, we are a party that consult. When we did the People's Dialogue, we consulted. Every critical decision that we take, we consult with our voters. This time around, we are taking an approach of a petition where we are engaging the community and asking them to support this petition. And we are asking them to reflect, because if you remember in 2018, the provincial government took a decision to put it under administration, Emfuleni Municipality. 4 years down the line, nothing has really changed. In fact, if you look at the reasons that they were advanced for putting it under administration, one, it was the supply chain management which has failed. It was the finances of the city. But at the top of it, it was service delivery. And so far, nothing has changed. The finances of the city are still in bad shape. Recently, they couldn't pay salaries because the bank account was attached. Recently, there was a motion of no confidence in council. That motion failed, but at the core of that motion was the issue of service delivery. That has not actually changed as well. So we believe that the intervention that the provincial government put in place in 2018 has not worked. It has failed, and we think a drastic step needs to be taken, and that drastic step is really dissolving this municipality and starting it afresh.
And starting it afresh and dissolving it would mean that it goes back to elections, essentially. And one thing that we know is that ActionSA was founded just before the local government elections. What do you think the electorate did not understand about your manifesto and what you can do for them at the time when you launched just before the local government elections in 2021? Why do you believe that another election would essentially work in your advantage, because ultimately you want to take control, right? Absolutely,
and we think that we can be able to do very well in this municipality if there is a fresh election. Look, in 2021 we didn't contest Emfuleni. If you remember, we contested only 3 municipalities in Gauteng, and we did so strategically because we wanted to really have a footprint and ensure that when we get into 2024 elections that we are ready. So it will be the first time that we test the voters here, and we think that with the work that we have done, throughout, that we can be able to make an impact. So yeah, that's the reason. We'll see after this petition. We're anticipating that in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we should be ready to take this petition to the Premier's office with close to about 20,000 signatures, and then we can take it from there.
Obviously, next year you want to be the Premier of Gauteng. Those are your ambitions, right? One might argue then, why not wait for the elections and see if you are appointed and then effect the changes that you want? We're only a couple of months away from the elections. Why not wait?
We want to dissolve this municipality before that 2024 elections. We think that the people of Emfuleni cannot take it any longer. Look, I mean, if it's successful and the provincial government dissolve this municipality, elections has to take place within 90 days. And within that 90 days, anyone then can contest. If we don't put this municipality or we don't dissolve this council will be in place up until 2026. And the people here cannot be able to wait until 2026, We're not asking for cosmetic intervention. We're asking for a dissolution. You know, I mean, some of the parties that are in council, they went there on the ticket of opposing the ANC. But when they got into council, they formed a coalition with the ANC. You know, they went there as independents. But when they got into council, they are colliding with the ANC to suppress the people of Emfuleni. So in our view, all the parties that are in council needs to be taken out of council. New elections must happen, and then ActionSA and others who will be successful in getting seats must come back and fix the mess that is here.
Thank you so much for your time. Funzi Ngobeni is the Gauteng Chairperson of ActionSA here in Emfuleni, engaging residents to do about how they feel about the issue around service delivery. We know that it has been battling for a number of years when it comes to service delivery. Some might see this as ActionSA really testing the waters of how they feel. Like you've heard Funzi Ngobeni saying that they didn't come for this municipality in 2021. They didn't contest in this particular space. So essentially, it would seem that it's testing the waters really to see how the electorate works. And they say they believe in consultation, and this is amongst those issues that they are tackling here today.
Okay. Thank you very much, Linda Mnisi, for that report.